Were you going to play that thing that we discussed earlier or no?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Well,
Okay.
I promised GD noon, and I guarantee he's there. I haven't turned on Zoom yet. Let's see. Oh, he's not there. Right? No. Wow. All right. So, all right. So screw him. So I will up, and there he is. All right. Hang on. Let me. So we're gonna do that towards the end of the show. Let's see. Let me set up the Zoom. It would have been nice. I should have done this.
I didn't know about no video.
I should have done this before. Whoops. All right. Let me welcome JD and GD. There he is. Hang on a second. I'm not ready for you.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I guess we can talk to you while I'm setting up.
Since I already heard you say screw him, I know.
Well, no, I said screw him because you weren't there. I was like, screw him.
No, I've been here. I've been here for 10 minutes.
Oh, the thing didn't tell me you were here. It just popped up saying that you were here.
Yeah, and I had this little wheel saying the host knows you're here. It told me. It said the host knows.
I didn't even have Zoom turned on.
That's weird.
That's very strange. All right, hang on. Give me a second. I'm still
Look at Zoom trying to create an argument.
I know. Zoom's causing trouble here.
They'll do anything for ratings. Little rat bastards. They're worse than little dogs.
Little
In fact, I think little dogs should be called Zoomers.
I agree. All right, hang on. All right, let me do this, and I just have to set up Jeff's camera, and then we're.
Say, how you doing, Jeff? How you doing, Francesca?
All right, brother. Long time no see.
And is it Francesca or like the soda Francesca? No, is it
Francesca.
That was Fresca.
Fresca?
Yeah.
I was the only black kid in my neighborhood that drank that.
Oh, is that
Fresca.
that's not a drink that the black people enjoy?
No, and that's why I drank it, because when you go to the store, when you came out the store, people would yell dibs. You know,
Right.
they have or thumbs up because if they did that, there's some kind of unwritten contract that said you had to share your snack with them. And so rather than to break protocol, I would just buy shit that nobody liked.
Good idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because I wasn't going to argue with them. I was a small kid anyway. I couldn't fight anybody. I mean, I had a mouth like I could fight. You know, like I was. But I couldn't really fight until I was like 9 or 10 years old. Up till then, I was like a doormat.
You got into a lot of fights, did you?
Oh yeah, because I had a terrible mouth. I had a
Really?
terrible mouth. Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you something now that is actually in my routine, which is me to promote. But
Right.
when I was in the first grade, my first day of school at this new school, because I went to a different school. I transferred in first grade. I had a quarter in my hand waiting to buy a snack before school started. And this third grader walked up to me and goes, "Give me your quarter." And I said, "Why don't you earn it like your mother and suck my dick?"
What grade was this?
First grade.
Oh my.
And I have no idea where I learned to talk like that.
That was going to be my next question.
myself.
I don't know.
Soap in
To
your
this
mouth?
day, I mean, because I think about it, I used to listen to like Red Fox albums in the basement when nobody
Oh,
was
there
around.
you go. Yeah.
But I don't remember him ever saying that. So that was something like I took from like either Bill Cosby, because he was always saying that, right?
Oh,
But that was
yeah,
all-
sure.
but that
Yeah,
was-
okay.
but that was during
Maybe,
his dates.
like,
That's right.
on
That was
the
his albums.
Yeah.
Not on his albums. He wasn't
Yeah,
saying.
not
that.
on his albums. That was on his dates. He
That's
said
at the
that.
house
That's right.
parties.
Yes.
Yeah. So I had no idea where I got it from. I mean, that particular sentence, it
Wow.
was just, and he beat my ass.
That's a great line, though, and he deserved it for trying to steal your quarter.
And he beat my ass, and so I'm not gonna tell you how the punchline goes, but yeah, that's a true story.
And did he get the quarter after he beat you?
No, he did not get the quarter.
Nice.
Well, good enough then.
All right.
So you won. Fuck him.
Yes, I did. In a way, I won. I didn't get my dick sucked, so now I ruined the punchline. But okay, so if you're in the show tonight, you don't have to listen to that one joke. But that's the rest.
So it's all that and more at.
It's all that and more.
What are we promoting? I have April 4th down at the Wealthy
Right, April 4th, the Wealthy Theater in
Grand Rapids, Michigan. Very nice.
And it's also streaming live on Plausible. Any people interested, streaming live on Plausible.
Now, let me ask you about this one though, because did I hear? Is there going to be? Is this a night of stand-up, or is there some improv going on at this show
It's
too?
both.
It's both.
See, okay, I have this. I don't. I don't know how to answer a question just yes or no.
Oh, believe me, we know.
Okay, all right. There was this thing where people have like these comedy shows. They have like 9 or 10 comedians.
That's it?
And I'm just saying, no, not tonight. No, I'm not talking about my show. But I'm just saying, but you know what I'm talking about. You've seen the shows when there's like 9 or 10 comedians and everybody's doing like 5 minutes or something.
Yep.
And the reason why they do that is because almost all of them are no names, but they want to draw people in. So everybody invites like 2 or 3 friends, and then
Right.
they have like a big crowd.
Yes.
But I don't like that format. I think it sucks. So my solution to that is I can have the same, pretty much, I can still have like 5 or 6 comedians on the bill, but still have it timed like a regular stand-up show. So my host is an improv group.
Oh.
And they'll open up with improv. Then my opener, Beaveman, comes out and he does a 15-minute set. And then the improv group comes back out and they do improv based on his material.
Oh, my goodness.
And then they bring out my feature, who is Christa Wright. And then she will do her 20 or 20-minute set. She's the feature.
Right.
And then the improv group comes out and does improv based on her material.
Oh, wow.
And then they introduce me and I come out and I do my 45-minute set. I think it's actually 40 minutes and 13 seconds, I think. It may be different for the show. They may actually get a few extra seconds, like sex with my wife. But so they may get a few extra seconds, but it's yeah. I think I can give them a few extra seconds. Yeah, I'll take some Viagra. So, and then the improv group will come up and do something, time permitting, based on some of my set, and then the night will be over.
Wow.
That's why it's called Spotlight on Insanity, and that's my formula, my answer to having all those comedians, but I don't like. But this way, everybody. But you can see how everybody has a full complement, a full, real set.
So this was your brainchild?
Oh yeah,
you put this together.
Yeah, I did. The first time I did this was like 8 or 9 years ago.
It's weird because it's almost like the comedians have the advantage because they're doing their regular set,
regular thing, and these people got to come on and
But that's what improv is all about.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
No doubt.
And they take this, and usually they take the suggestions from the audience.
Right.
Well, this time they're taking the suggestions from something they heard in the routine.
So it's strictly based on the routine, so they can.
Right.
So if you say something within the first 5 minutes, they now have 20 minutes to. Okay, GD just said something about about a quarter. Let's. Now we have, so they have time to work it out. All right, so that's not bad. That's actually not a bad idea. I kind of dig that.
Thank you. And that's going to be my format when I do road shows. As a matter of fact, the thing is, I was trying to figure something out because I wanted to do colleges. I wanted to perform at colleges, but
Right.
again, nobody knows who the fuck GD Fenderson is.
Right.
And so but people would know their local comics. And so that was the whole premise was that. Yes, I would get the venue, and I would put the money up for the show, but to get the money back, and also other things, I'm splitting the money evenly across everybody, so that everybody gets paid. And that's also because hosts don't usually get paid. Like so, anybody who's ever done one of my shows knows the hosts get paid, and they get paid the same as I do, because I split the money evenly because it's a show and it's our show, so it's our
that's
proceeds.
cool. Yeah, very nice.
No. Now I don't know if I feel that way when I'm getting $12,000 a show. I'm just teasing.
He's gonna share 1,000.
Yeah. I'll just cut it in half. I'll say, okay, we'll split half of it. The other half goes to overhead because I got to make some of this money back from all the years I've lost money on comedy shows.
Oh, people get paid. I don't know. All right, but that's so you're talking about getting local comedians. But here you are talking about doing a show in Michigan. So
yes, so I have local commissions. Everybody else is from Michigan, the Grand Rapids area.
How do you know these people already?
Oh, come on! Even though nobody knows who I am, I know who everybody is. Okay. I have the Beaveman. He's my opener, and he also produces shows in the Grand Rapids area. So I reached out to him and I said, "This is what I want to do. Are you interested?" And so this is technically it's co-produced by both of us. Like I'm putting up the money and stuff. For the initial investment is mine, and he's finding the talent for me.
Okay.
So this show is produced. This is a So GD Funny, Slaptail Squad Nation production.
What in the world is a Beaveman?
Yeah.
His last name is His last name is I think his last name is Beavers. It's Beaveman.
You put it as a comedian, I would keep that. I would keep it.
Okay.
Right? Because it's comedy. It's outrageous.
That's true.
Like here comes the Beavers, and of
Yeah.
course there's obvious jokes, but
Yeah.
people remember you that way.
That's true.
Yo, what's up,
That's
Beav?
true. They remember you, but remember what's that guy? The guy who did the Weasel, Pauly Shore.
Oh, sure.
He was the Weasel, okay? And when he didn't want to be the Weasel anymore, his audience turned on him.
Well, true.
I mean, and so it's kind of hard to when you.
But he was laughing all the way to the bank, though. you know?
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't that night. That night he was crying. He was upset because he wanted to do material.
Yeah.
And they just kept shouting over him, going, "Weasel, Weasel." He says, "I'm not the Weasel. I'm a grown ass man." Blah blah blah. And it kept until eventually he goes like, "Okay," and he started doing the Weasel. But you could tell it hurt him to his bone. And
Sometimes people got to realize who what they're coming for. They want
Right.
It's like with the old classic rock bands. You want to see the old stuff that really brought them
Yeah,
about.
but-
You don't want to see
Right.
the new stuff because sometimes it really isn't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also the people like memories, and they don't have any memories of the new stuff yet. And of course, they won't get the memories of the new stuff until they hear the new stuff.
Right. I agree with that, too.
So people are stupid.
That's basically what it comes down to. So all you stupid people, April 4th, the Wealthy Theater.
No, you
Grand
people, the people who are watching me are smart. So
Speaking of people that are watching you, is so Napo's not dead, huh?
no, Napo's not dead.
What was
And
he
I
in the
didn't wanna
hospital
talk-
for?
Shit, what wasn't he in there for? The problem was, first of all, he went in for, I think, because he couldn't pee straight or something. I don't know. And he thought he was having a heart attack. And so, first of all, you've known Napo for 30, 40 years?
Yes, 50.
Aren't you surprised to find out he has a heart?
Well, right. That's one thing. But then even this heart attack thing, he was complaining for almost a month. I think I'm having a heart attack.
The slowest fucking heart attack in history.
I've never heard of that before.
He had a time-release heart attack. It
Right.
just started.
And then you go on Facebook, and there he is taking selfies of himself, posed like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What are you doing? He's
I know.
fine.
It's like,
he just wanted.
how old are you now?
He wanted
Jesus.
a sponge bath from the nurses or
Yeah,
something.
probably.
He's fine. And then he went out and did a paint show this weekend.
Yeah.
He's fine. That son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Believe me, he's backing for him because he picked a fight with me over nothing.
He picked a fight with you today on the show?
Yeah. Oh, no, this is the other day. I guess first day back, I think it was.
Oh.
I think what it was is because I'm not a negative person, and he's the world is ending, and I'm not. I'm
Yes.
And
Yes, he
so
is.
when he came back, I think he got tired. He had to wash away all of the positivity. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna take you down in one blow, you bastard."
And you
Okay,
held the fort. You held down the fort while he was dying in the hospital.
Yeah, I tried. I did my best.
That's the thanks you get?
Well, then again, not everybody in the audience was probably thanking me. They were probably going "My God, can he go on for 2 hours by himself?" It's I'll try.
You did just fine.
Oh, thanks.
So, Andrew, go ahead. Sorry.
The last time I was on the show, I was doing my first headlining gig in L.A. Laguna Beach.
That's right.
California.
Yeah.
And they told me that there was going to be important people in the audience. It was a private event.
Okay.
And they told me it was going to be. So I was like, I hate the name drop. I fucking hate the name drop. But
Do it.
They told me not to be. They told me that these people would be there. So I'm trying not to be nervous, and I was fine. I was absolutely fine. I was cool as a cucumber.
Okay.
Okay, in a woman's hand, waiting for date night. That's how cool I was. and I go on the stage, and what do I see? I look in the front row, and I see Dave Chappelle's face smiling back at me.
Come on, really?
Oh,
That's right.
awesome.
And I could not believe that woman was watching one of his videos on her phone while she's at my set. I was like, turn that shit off. I said, I don't need you watching his videos while you picked. Fuck.
I was good.
Yeah.
I like that. That was funny. That was good.
You know, the thing is, I had that premise in my head for like 2 months, and I didn't know how to do it. And you've heard of Dylan Brody?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Dylan Brody is one of my writing coaches. Whenever I have like a big gig like this, I run it by him, and he like says, "Okay, you can get rid of that word. Nobody cares." I said, "That's my name." He goes, "Okay, well, nobody cares." So, because he's got this, he has like an automatic word count thing in his head, and working with me drives him crazy because I don't have a word count.
Right.
I have a time count. It's like I'm up there for an hour. I don't need. So
Yeah, they teach the same way up here with that.
And I'm like, fuck it. I just want people to have a good time. I'm not worried about the word count.
Yeah.
And so, but he is so fucking good at what he does. And I said to him, I have a concept. I want to do a joke about name dropping, but I don't want to use anybody important as the name. I want to do this. I want to say, I hate the name drop, but my friend Peanut from the hood, and he goes, no, that's not going to work. And I said, you don't think so? But I wanted to do the name dropping thing. So because I got to work out in L.A., L.A. Guna, I said, oh, this is great because there actually were some important people in the audience. There was like this club owner who ran it, and he goes, you're too dirty for my club. You can't.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he and his wife were cracking up. And I said, oh, I'm in this club. I'm fucking in this club because no, it's too controversial. You talk about like race and sex and stuff. I'm like,
isn't that every comedy club?
Apparently, I do it in such a controversial way.
Wow.
Okay, I guess not everybody shows their actual dick when they talk about it, but I want people to understand if I say I'm this big, I want them to understand I'm not lying.
Yeah, but you're black. We already know that.
Yeah, but I'm only 54% black. I'm 27% white. That's where the credit rating comes from.
Right. So the penis is only 54%.
Yes. Now my
big.
father was a lot blacker than I was, and so he got like the full Monty.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So have him perform.
What are you saying right for, you know?
Come on, Dad. Come on up.
Oh, I got a good joke about that too. Yeah. So go ahead. Ask away. Ask me anything. I don't have an answer for it, but go ahead.
Our one of our regular viewers, part of our family, Andrew Fremder, he wants to know if GD stands for gray dreads.
No, I didn't even have dreads when I started. GD. It's funny because it's GD. Different hosts just make up something, depending on their mood.
Gay dude.
So I've been, gay dude, great dick,
Great dick.
Yeah, just whatever, and it actually just stands for Glenn Dwayne. But when I went to get on Facebook, when I first signed up for Facebook, there were 19 Glenn Fendersons. And I went, fuck yeah. And so I said, okay, well, I'll do Glenn Dwayne Fenderson. Okay, there were 12 of those. I'm like, who the fuck is naming their kids Glenn Dwayne Fenderson?
Motherfucker, take my name.
Right. And so, and I knew my mother, and I was only getting on there for my mother. My mother was like, oh, she wasn't going to look to see which one of it was her kids. She was going to treat them like she does us in real life. She just snaps her fingers, and whoever answers, that's her kid. So there would be somebody out there with the name Glenn Dwayne Fenderson. My mother's like, he doesn't look like my son, but he's a lot nicer. I'll take this one. So I used to sign my signature on my checks, GD Fenderson. So I just went, GD Fenderson it is. And there were none.
So you're the only GD Fenderson on Facebook?
I was in the 90s when it first happened, in 2014 when I got on Facebook, 2014. Yeah.
But you're saying you were but now there's
more.
I don't know. I don't know because but just to be safe, I put GD Fenderson CFH after it. Yeah, there were two GD Fendersons. The other one was me also, because what happened was apparently. Right. I did not know this. When I signed up for a Gmail account. As soon as you sign up for a Gmail account, they create a YouTube channel for you. It's automatic. So if you have 3 Gmail accounts, you have 3 YouTube channels, even if you don't know it.
Right. Oh, wow.
And apparently I had 2 Facebook channels also, which I eventually got to change one to So GD Funny,
Right.
and left the other one to GD Fenderson.
Nice. And, we'll see just how funny he is on April 4th, the Wealthy Theater, Grand Rapids, Michigan. And it's streaming live on Plausible. So what time is that?
7:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
Grand Rapids time, 7:30 p.m.
Yeah,
so-
Michigan is Eastern time?
Well, it depends. I think it's the same as I think it's Eastern. At least that part of Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Maybe an hour.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they were an hour, but he's probably right that there might be sections.
I better be right because I'm basing
He's advertising it.
Yeah.
That's I'm April 4th. Is that this Saturday?
That's this Saturday, and that's also the anniversary of Martin Luther King's birthday. I mean, not birthday, death day.
Oh.
So, we'll be celebrating that as well.
When you stream live on Plausible, is that the only time you can see it, or does it stay there and you can see it anytime?
Well, I have not been leaving them there.
Oh, all right. Because I have a wedding. I have a wedding to go to Saturday night. But I'd really like to see this. I like the whole concept with the improv and stuff. So I'm really curious to check this out.
I will make that available so that people can see it again. It's just that and this is the problem I had with it. It's a thing. I'm charging $5 a device, mainly because I want people to get used to. First of all, I don't want them to. Okay, times are hard for everybody. So I don't want people spending a lot of money for stuff. I want them to get good comedy, but at budget prices. Low prices, high comedy, the way I see it. And I want to get people used to the idea of seeing me on Plausible.
And you'll be high, so it's still high.
He is right now.
Right.
People think I'm high. This is just the way my brain works. Unfortunately, I can't fix this.
Yeah, no, please, just tell everybody you're high. So there's
just to make it sound better. This way they think there's a reason.
Yes, I want people to get used to the idea of seeing me on Plausible when I headline a show, something is so that, But the reason I didn't put a replay on it because I'm charging $5, and if people say, well, I can watch it later for free, but because I'm not sure that many people watch a replay for $5.
I'm happy to pay the $5.
Okay, then I'll leave it up there then.
All right, leave it because I might be able to check it out on the next day on Easter. I'm doing the family thing, but it's not all day, so I might be able to. Check it out.
And your kids are old enough that they can hear it because there's actually Easter material in there.
Oh yeah, my kids are in their 20s and I really don't have use for them anymore. So yeah, that's fine. We all have kids just for child labor. That's my thing.
Yeah.
So
dishes away. I did the
yeah,
dishwasher.
exactly. Right now they're in their 20s.
Fold your clothes.
Yeah, who cares? All right, so keep it up there, and I'll try to watch it.
Sure.
It's just about time for us to get out of here. So I hope it's a great time. And again, I hope this really works out with the improv troupe because I think it's a great idea. I'd love to.
Sounds
It's worked out. It's
interesting.
worked out in the past. I tested it. And I've been doing it for a few years, but I had stopped because I was just doing my own shows without other people.
Right.
And now I'm bringing it back because I want to do the country as best I can.
Yeah.
And so I like the format.
Cool.
Well, good luck,
And
brother.
it's
It was good
different.
talking to you, man.
Good luck. Absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
It's the
yeah,
first time you guys have met. I
yeah.
didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
sorry
I'm
about that.
sorry, Francesca. Usually I get to try to spend more time with the ladies, because
It's okay.
especially when my wife's not listening.
Francesca's scared enough as it is dealing with us.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I think she's more
that's
scared
right.
of
Now
Tony,
I'm-
honestly.
Yeah.
I don't blame you because the ladies will tell you the things he can do with that wooden leg.
Well, it's when I take it off, then
He knocks him
yeah.
out, Dregs.
I take it off and then I'm still trying to chase him. Come back! As I'm
Again,
hopping.
does this smell like chloroform?
No, you take your leg and you just whoop. Like,
April 4th, 7:30, Plausible, or if you're in the Grand Rapids area, go see GD. He's a great dude. Thank you, pal. As always, nice to see you, man.
Nice to see you.
Take
Nice
it
to
easy,
meet you
brother.
guys.
Bye.
Take care, Jeff.
See you
Yeah,
later,
man.
All right, GD, nice of him to hang out as always.
Indeed.
All right, now
yes, it was.
so now we're finally rid of him. What?
Whoa.
Totally
Oh,
kidding.
hey.
No, because what he said before, I heard you say fuck him. So. All right. So.